Hey guys, today I'm coming to you with a different kind of video. I tend to share a lot of how-tos, tutorials, actionable items, but today I wanted to address something that I found that a lot of my audience, friends, family members, and women that I coach were struggling with. There's a reason why you aren't achieving your goals, and it's not because you're not smart or you're not driven enough or you don't have all of the tools. It's the way that you think. Here is the problem. You want to buy all these damn notebooks and all these damn planners and all of this fuckery that you think is going to help you reach your goals, right? You think that setting a goal, the action of deciding what you want to do, is enough when it's not. Think about it this way. If you put your destination, where you want to go, into the GPS, but you never turn on the GPS and you never get the directions to get to where you want to go, how do you expect to arrive? And that's what happens with goals. We write down our goals, we write down our plans, we create all of these strategies, but we never actually create the game plan to get there. We never actually go down, 1 mile, turn left, go down 3.2 miles, take exit 36, go on around the roundabout, and your destination's on the left-hand side. We don't worry about all of those directions. We just worry about how to get from point A to point B, but don't worry about all of the steps in between. So if you're setting a goal and you're not writing down at least 10 ways to achieve that goal, you're doing it wrong. You just are, right? If you say your goal is to make $5,000 a month and you don't sit down and write 10 ways that you're going to figure out how to make those $5,000, you're probably not going to reach it. If you say that you want to lose 30 pounds by June, but you don't list out all of the things that you're going to eat, how you're going to work out, what things that you need to change in your life, what do you need to buy and invest in to be able to make that happen, guess what? You're not going to hit your goal. You're not. I don't care if you set SMART goals, if you go to a goal setting class, if you buy a goal setting journal, if you pray to God, if you want to write all these affirmations, if you want to have post-it notes all over your mirror like Mary Jane Paul has on the show, that's not gonna work. Don't nothing work but work. Period, point blank. Don't nothing work but work. If you're out here just kind of trying to catch up, always constantly feeling like you're in the rat race, just doing everything out of, pressure to deliver and not out of passion, then you're going to find yourself burnt out and unsuccessful very quickly. So sit down and think about, are you working out of a place of pressure or are you working out of a place of passion? Are you playing to win or are you playing to keep from losing? Right? Are you putting out blog posts? Are you posting on social media because you want to keep up with everybody else and have 10,000 followers or 20,000 followers? Or are you putting information on social media and blogging because you're passionate about what you do and because you want to serve others? Are you focused on the end result, on the destination, on the goal, or are you focused on the journey in between that's going to get you there? Think about those things because we miss the mark all of the time. So many coaches and bloggers want to talk about how to set goals for the new year, how to set goals for your blog, how to set goals for this. Goals are nothing but dreams. Goals are nothing but things that you do without action, right? I can set, again, 65 million goals, but if I do not actually name the steps that are going to get me to the goal, I'm not going to get there. Right? And that's the thing that we have to learn to understand as entrepreneurs, as business people, or just as women in general who want to excel. Writing down goals, creating a business plan, saying where you want to go is not enough. Right? Setting intentions is not enough. Writing affirmations is not enough. Right? Don't affirm what you're not going to take action on. Don't pray for God to order your steps if you're not going to move your feet. Don't wish for what you're not going to work for. Don't lie in bed every day praying that you're going to get this breakthrough, but wake up and not do anything about it. Stop. because all you're going to do is run yourself in circles over and over again, waking up and going to sleep wondering why you're not making money, why you're not successful, why you're not in Forbes, why you haven't been in the media, why nobody goes to your website, why nobody follows you on social media, and it's going to drive you nuts. And it's going to get to the point where it's going to break you down mentally. And if you're not strong enough mentally, if you don't have that grit and that fire to keep going day after day, struggle after struggle, you're not going to get to the other side, right? You're not going to reach that mythical promised land that you have for yourself. For me, I want to be a millionaire. And I know that in order to be a millionaire, I need to have multiple streams of income. I need to have multiple hustles. I need to figure out a way to make more money with less time, to make more money by not being physically present, because I'm only one person. So I'm going to do all the things necessary to get there, right? I'm going to write down what are the 10 things that I'm going to do to reach millionaire status, right? And then on a day-to-day basis or on a week-to-week basis, what are the things that I need to do to hit my smaller goals? If I know that I want to make $5,000 a month, what am I going to do to make $2,500 every 2 weeks, right? What am I going to do to ensure that I make at least $1,250 every week, right? That's how we have to start breaking things down. That's how we have to start, calculating our lives. That's how we need to start taking calculated risk and strategic movements. We can't just have this big lofty goal and just think that we're magically going to get there because we are so excited and so passionate and so driven. I always say this, passion is not the gasoline in a car, right? Passion is the air conditioner. Passion makes the ride more comfortable. It makes the ride more exciting. It makes the ride more bearable, being passionate about something. But what's really going to move the car, what's really going to be the gasoline is work, it's action, it's steps. And too many times we're trying to fill our tank with passion and fill our tank with excitement and fill our tank with the things that aren't going to really fuel our business and are not going to fuel our success. And I wanted to come on here and talk about this because I feel like I've been saying the same things over and over and over and over again. And I keep pouring the same information to countless women week after week. And it was just like, it can't just be my audience. It can't just be the people who follow me on social media. It can't just be the women I coach in the Success Collective. Like, this has to be a phenomenon because I feel like I run into more women who are discouraged in business than women who are excited about business. I run into women who are more confused about building a brand than confident in building a brand. Right? I find more women who are constantly searching for answers outside of themselves instead of looking for answers within themselves. And I just had to come on here and share that with you guys because something has to change. Somebody has to be the catalyst and flip the switch and make you understand that all of these quotes that you see on Instagram and all of these lovely quotes that you see on Pinterest are bullshit. Okay? Passion is great. Working from a place of passion is awesome. You don't want to work from a place of pressure, like I said before. But passion is not enough. You loving what you do is not going to pay your bills. Right? You have to be willing to do the work, the nitty gritty, the uncomfortable things, the annoying things, the things that, you procrastinate on, the things that you push to the side, the things that you don't want to invest in. Those are the things that are really going to move the needle in your business. And those are the things that you ignore, right? The things that come easy in your business, a lot of times aren't the things that are going to move the needle and make you extraordinary, right? The ordinary things in business are what you like to do, right? You like to write blog posts. You want to work with clients. You want to, shoot videos for YouTube, whatever it is. But that extraordinary thing that you need to do, right? That thing that requires you to go above and beyond, those are the things that you're scared to do or that you procrastinate on. And those are really the things that are going to get you to the next level. So I want to encourage you that the next time that you set a goal, write down at least 10 ways that you're going to achieve that goal, at least 10, whether that's a monetary goal, whether that's a fitness goal, whether that's just a general life goal. Write down 10 ways, right? Because if plan A doesn't work, then you're going to go to plan B. If plan B doesn't work, you're going to go to plan C. If plan C doesn't, and you're going to go all the way down until you run out of options. Whatever that end goal is for you, you need to understand that you're still going to be stuck in that cycle, because what you did to get you there, you're going to have to continue to do to stay there. So it's not a runway where you're going to run all the way to the end and cross the finish line and that's it. You're going to be constantly in that cycle. And if you don't program your mind to feel like you have to continue to go, and if you don't develop grit to be able to go over hurdles and hurdles and hurdles and keep going when it feels impossible and when you want to quit, and to get from step 1 to step 10, even if step 1 through 9 didn't work, you're not going to see the success. You're not going to see the fruit of your labor. You need to start thinking differently. Like, hurdles and struggles and failures and bad months and bad weeks and bad days are just a part of the process. If a bad month or a bad week or a bad day throws you off to the point where you don't want to continue going, then you don't deserve to go where you want to go. You cannot want something and not want it bad enough to continue to go in spite of obstacles. And my favorite analogy for this is, you're a baby and you're first learning to walk, you fall like a million times, right? But never as a baby you're like, oh, I fell a million times. Walking is just not for me. I'm not pretty enough to walk. I'm not, white enough to walk. I'm not black enough to walk. I'm not, social media savvy enough to walk. I don't have sales skills to walk. You just keep doing it because it's something that you know that you have to get done. You have to eventually learn to walk. Like, that's just it. And you're going to keep trying regardless of how many times you fall. But in business, you fall 3 times and it's like, oh, this isn't for me. Oh, I don't know marketing. Oh, I don't know sales. Oh, I don't have enough money for an email marketing system. I don't have enough money for a designer. I don't have 10,000 followers on social media. All of those things are just hurdles that you need to continue to work through and you need to continue to run through. Regardless of the circumstance, regardless of how you feel in that particular moment, you need to understand that things are temporary and that you need to keep going. You need to keep running that infinite race to success. I wanted a place to just kind of share my thoughts with you guys, to give you, a new perspective, to give you a new form of encouragement, and to let you know that it's okay to fail. You're gonna fail. You're gonna fail a million times. I've been in business for 6 years and it really didn't pop off until about 2 years ago, right? I just became a full-time entrepreneur a couple of months ago, and I'm finally, able to pay my bills without any worries. I'm finally able to, have an assistant that I can pay. I'm finally able to be consistent in, attracting clients and attracting customers, right? But the reason that things changed was because I changed the way that I was approaching the whole situation. We always want to approach things like, when this happens, then that. When I get 5,000 followers on Instagram, then I'm going to invest in a photographer. When I get, 2,000 people to visit my website a month, then I'll start writing once a week. When I get X amount of people on my email list, then I'll launch a course. You have to leave the if this, then that mentality and start doing in spite of. In spite of the fact that I only have X amount of followers, I'm still going to take kick-ass pictures. Right? In spite of the fact that only 3 people read my blog, I'm going to treat it like 1 million people read my blog. In spite of only having 5 subscribers on my YouTube channel, I'm going to still create the best quality videos, the best intros. I'm going to be consistent in posting every week, like if I had 2 million followers. Why? Because you're never going to get to that end goal if you don't act like it when you don't have it. Right? So let go of the if this, then that mentality. When this happens, then I'll do that. And just do things in spite of. In spite of the trials and tribulations, in spite of the disappointment, in spite of how hard it feels to feel like you're working so hard and you're yelling and nobody hears you. You just need to keep going. You need to keep pushing, and eventually your voice will be heard. Eventually your channel will be discovered. Eventually your blog will be read. But if you keep putting out mediocre effort, you're going to keep getting mediocre results. Like I said, I really hope that this helps. I really hope that this changes your mindset. Let me know what you think. Tweet me at Emmelie Della Cruz. Slide in my Instagram DMs, also at Emmelie Della Cruz. And tune into my Instagram lives at 1 p.m. on Mondays. I'm definitely happy to chat more with you guys, answer questions, and just be there for you when it feels like you want to give up. Let me know down in the comments what you thought about this video. I hope this was helpful, and until next time, bye.